Okay, so this is a very
Touchy
touchy,
subject.
yeah, yeah. So just hear us out.
Mm-hmm.
We have come to realize that there is such a big identity crisis right now, um, that our children are faced with.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many questions. Am I a girl? Am I a boy? Or other?
Right.
Um, am I a
Cat.
cat? Am I a dog? Am I a dinosaur?
Mm-hmm. It's
It's a lot to process. It's a
yeah.
lot to process. So we've been exposed to this
Mm-hmm.
recently,
Mm-hmm.
and we felt that we talk about challenging behaviors, we talk about parenting. You know what? This is a really good topic for us to just bring to the forefront.
Yeah. So just hear us out. So I'm Alexandra Lilly, and this is Donna Palmer, and we're just going to touch a little bit on the identity crisis when it comes to the animals.
Yeah.
But before we get started, don't forget to click the subscribe button and that bell so that you are notified anytime we release a new video on how to handle your child's challenging behaviors. All right, so let's start with a little story. I have a friend who I hadn't seen in a very long time. She lived right next door to me, and she came over, and her daughter's now attending a different school.
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling me that there was cat litter in the bathrooms, and I really, truly had a hard time believing her because I had never heard about this. And she was saying that some kids are identifying as cats.
Mm-hmm. When Alexandra told me that, I was like, I, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know what to think. Like,
Yeah.
but then we decided to do some research,
Yeah.
because we're like, okay, this can't be real.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just one kid telling a story.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But as we did some research, we started to realize this is something that is
It's
real.
going on. It's not just this one school. There was more schools and more people talking about it.
Mm-hmm. So we felt that, you know what, we talk about parenting, we talk about behaviors, we talk about all kinds of stuff. It is a good topic to bring to the forefront. So if you were like us who had no clue that this existed, well, we're here to just talk a little bit about it. So you have an awareness of what's going on out there and what your kids are exposed to, and, just what's happening.
Yeah. So now that we're more aware of it, Donna, you had picked up something from your friend, like a story that she was
Exactly.
telling you.
So she was telling me her granddaughter, they just got a cat. They probably had the cat about a month or so. And she realized that her granddaughter, who was just like about 2.5, was really imitating the cat, which is fine. Like, kids, they pretend play. Every day there's some different animal. That's okay.
Yeah.
But she was crawling like she was, walking like the cat. She was meowing. She was licking her lips, doing everything that the cat was doing.
But doing it
all the time. Like
yeah.
it's becoming a habit.
Right.
And she's like, I thought that was strange. And I guess in her, she just felt like, okay, this is something I need to address. And she said, I kept saying to her, okay, you're a little girl, you're not a cat. And start reinforcing, right? And I know sometimes we might think, oh, that's a little extreme and we don't need to do
and
that.
She doesn't need to, and
Exactly.
I think it's fine.
But based on
what's going on.
Exactly. I already I saw an article where a teacher was saying that the kids has gone so far in identifying with the cat that when they ask them a question, they're looking for an answer, but they get a meow as a response. So I mean, if you really seriously think about it, whether you're experiencing it or not, it's just good to be aware of what's happening,
right?
Because it's real,
right?
It's real. And that led us to we were thinking about some of the kids that we have in our program, and we thought about one child in particular who really thought he was a dinosaur,
right? Yeah.
And this was not just pretend play. It was not just it was something that this kid really believed he was a dinosaur. He would behave like a dinosaur. He would, roar like a dinosaur. He was so engrossed in the land of dinosaurs. And it really got in the way of his learning.
Right, yes.
It really, really got in the way of his learning. So Now, when we evaluated all of that information that we already had but never really paid attention to it, we feel like this is really an important topic to talk about. And
something just to be aware of.
Yes, yes. So as parents, don't be alarmed and just be aware.
Yeah.
Just be aware, because it brought an awareness to us, and as parent coaches, we feel obligated
to share.
Exactly, exactly.
So after listening to this, now that you're thinking back, has your child been a little bit more extreme in, pretending that they're a cat or a dog or something else? Let us know in the comments.
Now, just a quick tip, okay? If you feel that your child is indulging a little bit too much, and pretending a little bit too much to be an animal, redirect the behavior. Be mindful. You don't want to do it where it's going to create a sense of shame or guilt or anything like that.
Yeah.
You really want to gently redirect your child and help your child to understand, what's pretend and what's real, and the difference between animals and the difference between people, and just guide them gently into knowing who they are as a person.
All right, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to connect with us, and you can reach us at admin@parentingbeyondbehaviors.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you later.